back for round two. Hi, my name is
Woo!
Nat from Nat's Vinyl, and we're talking Record Store Day, Black Friday 2025.
Yes, we are. So Record Store Day, Black Friday is already this upcoming Friday. Are you planning to do this Record Store Day?
At first, I wasn't, and then I actually finally listened to like the first half of Role Models, Kansas, or Kansas anymore, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I wouldn't mind spending just a little bit of money, but that's if I even like have the time to go and do that. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like it'll probably be like a tooth and nail like fighting to find it sort of thing because
Yeah.
we all love like recently like Niall shows up on stage to be Sally and I'm like, "Oh, it's game over. I'm not getting this album."
Yeah.
But we can try. We can very much try.
I feel
We're
like
gonna
isn't that one an exclusive too? So that one's gonna be
I
like
think so, yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I didn't look at the specifics. Normally, like I map out the specifics, but
Yeah.
again, this like past like month and a half has been so crazy. I'm like, I haven't looked into anything. I've been making lists and I don't even know if the lists are still correct. So this goes back to what I said last year, where it's like make your list and definitely like look at it
Check it.
twice, like day
Yeah.
before, like morning of, hour before, because you never know. Never know.
Were there any other titles on the list that like caught your eye at all that maybe you're not planning to buy, but were like, ooh, that's interesting?
The only one other one was by Asking Alexandria because
Okay.
they were the first band that I ever crowd surfed to.
Oh my
And I
gosh.
was like, I feel like for sentimental reasons, I might need to have this because the first song I ever crowd surfed to was Alone in a Room.
Oh my
And
God.
also, like, I hadn't listened to them prior to that, but my friends that I went with to Warped Tour in like 2018 loved them. And they went and crowd surfed. And then the people that picked them up looked at me and they were like, your turn. And I'm like, well, I
I
can't say
guess.
no. So
Oh my
then there goes
God.
that. So I'm like, maybe just sentimental purposes, that might be the one. If I can't get Role Model, then I'll go with
Yeah.
that one because a bit of nostalgia. But those are the only two that I really seen. I'm not attempting Wicked. I'm not even going to get my hopes
No.
up for Wicked. Props to everyone that manages to grab that. I sadly know that I will not be one of those people.
Well, last year didn't like every store get like one?
It was like the smallest amount. I remember looking at TikTok, like, and just seeing so many people being like, my store got two, my store got none. We had three, maybe. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
think
I
my
also fear
store
for
had
that.
three. And I
Wow.
remember just like watching like the first three people like buy it. And I was like, cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm
You just
out.
see them like walking away. You're like, oh, I'm going to go back to bed. I'm going to go home
Yeah.
and
Well,
go
I was
back to
like,
bed
that's
then.
not even on my radar because I just know it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. I
That's,
don't have that
yeah,
kind of commitment for it.
I'm not waking up that early for it.
No.
I like being in bed. That's the one thing. I've done my years of like camping out and sleeping out for things. Years. I've only done it twice my whole entire life. But
Me
like those
too.
two times were enough. Yeah, it's like that's enough. I think I've learned that this is not for me. I like my bed.
Do we know anything about the Billie Eilish live EP? Like, I don't know even what is on it.
No
I haven't
idea.
even looked. I don't think I even like really clicked on that one because I enjoy Billy's music, but it's not something that I personally go on and play. But if
Yeah.
someone else plays it, I'm like, ooh, okay. So it's like one of those kinds of things. So
Yeah.
like I remember seeing her name on the list, but I personally didn't click on it.
She does something like every single time anyway. So,
And it's always like phenomenal. Like
yeah.
it's always so well done as well. Because I see people like post videos about them. And I'm like, that's really cool. Like I wish it was an artist that I gravitated to a whole lot,
Yeah.
but just sadly, I've tried. I had her discography for a little bit, but then gifted it to a friend because I was like, I have it, but like it's not something that I'm reaching for all the time. I know
Yeah.
you'll reach for it all the time, so here you go.
The only other one that caught my eye was NXS live from Royal Albert Hall. I was like, oh,
Anything that says live from Royal Albert Hall, I'm just
yep,
like,
Yeah.
take my money. Take it. When Five Sauce did it, take my money.
yep.
Yeah.
Just
No, the
have
other
it.
other one that was cool was the one I told you about this morning, Cage the Elephant.
Oh yeah,
Live from the Vic in
from
Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. I'll have to look into that.
I don't think I'm gonna go sit out for it, but like if I happen to see it, I would maybe pick it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Like if I'm in line going through everything and it happens to fall into my cart, I won't complain.
Yeah.
Won't
Exactly.
complain. You can't be mad.
Continuing on yapping about record store day. Um, do you think, in your personal opinion, that record store day exclusives are more about like the collectability and just like I guess kind of like the clout that you get from having it, or is it about the music itself nowadays?
Ooh. I want to say, like, in a perfect world, it's like a 50-50 where it's like you have like this super cool collector's item that you love so much because it's the music you love so much. But I
Hmm.
feel like I've definitely seen a shift more, especially like on social media, where it's like, I have to get this because I have to show people because I want the whole like hurrah and like comments and clicks and likes and shares and stuff. So I've seen that side of the coin. And then I've also seen the other side because like I have like a very mixed group of people in my circle when it comes to like vinyl talk and stuff like that. So I see the half where it's like, I'm getting this because I want to be one of the first people to do this and like show this. And then I've also seen the other side where it's, I love this so much. I will like sell a limb to have it because I love it so much. So I've definitely seen the two. I would love to say that it wasn't like mainly for clicks anymore, but I feel like there is like a layer to it where it's just like, if you're posting it, you're posting it for a reason. I know I post my stuff for a reason most times too. Like anything the story so far that's like signed or like limited, I'm like, guys, look at this. So like I
Yeah.
fall victim to it too. But I think definitely with the resurgence of vinyl as a whole and the collecting and just the amount of variance and things like that, I think it does hit a point where sometimes you can look at it and just be like, this is a little bit more on the not so music side of it, but more on the collectors, like I have this now side. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think Wicked is a really good example of both sides of that because it's
Mm-hmm.
so limited, but people do care so much about like, oh, I want this really like special version of whatever Wicked soundtrack it is. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's a perfect medium of both sides of that.
Yeah, because it's so iconic too. It's just like it's Wicked. Whether you're looking at like today's movie of Wicked or Broadway or anything, like Wicked is iconic. Everyone knows
Yep.
Wicked. Everyone pretty much loves Wicked in one way,
Hmm.
shape, or form. But definitely when it comes to the whole like very limited runs, I think that's where we do see that medium
Yeah.
come into play a lot. But
I think you just said it related to the story so far, but are you a variant collector or is it kind of dependent on artists for you?
at first, the only artist I tried to variant collect for was Halsey. I was like, but
Okay.
I was gonna make it like my life's kind of like mission sort of thing. Just be
Project,
like,
yeah.
I'm gonna do this throughout the years because they're so expensive. And then it got
Yeah.
to a point where it was just like, and this was also like an idea of mine before I even hit like 20 records. So like this was
Mm.
like a
Wow.
while ago.
Yeah.
And then it got to a point where I started hitting like the 50, the 75, the 100 mark. And I'm like, these are really expensive. There's a lot of artists that I'm getting into. There's a lot of music out there that I love.
Hmm.
I'd rather that $20 to $35 go to a new artist or a new variant than the same album, but
Yeah.
just in a different color. So I did attempt, and then I quickly changed my mind like halfway through. And then I gifted them to friends, or I sold some of them, or I think some of them I just brought to the exchange shop in my
Yeah.
town. I was just like, hey, you can have these. I'm not doing anything with them. But I will say I try to just do at least one cool variant per band. But then again, I also say that having like three variants of the story so far as I want to disappear, which all happened by accident because
It always
It
does.
always
it's
happens.
and it adds up and then you look at it and you're like, oh, I did the thing again, didn't I?
Yeah.
And but then you're like, but I'm happy about it because one was a gift, one was like a collector's edition piece. Then I have the signed one, and then the one that I actually bought at like an indie store to like shop small and stuff like that because I'm big on
Yeah.
that too. So I just kind of acquired them slowly, and then I went, well, I'm doing the opposite of what I said I was gonna do, but it's okay. We'll live and learn. We'll just say that this was long overdue, and then just do better next time.
Well,
It
when it's your
always,
fate, one of your favorite artists, like
well, I was gonna
You
say,
can
it
it
happens.
always happens where you're like, okay, it's my favorite artist. I'm gonna order this variant. And then it's like
Mhm.
they come out with signed and you're like, ooh, well, like I want that one too.
Literally, hold on, I have a perfect example right here. Sorry, that's the aluminum foil because my cat in the middle of the night climbs my record player.
Oh, me too.
She's trying to spin music at like 2:30 in the morning. So we have Hot Mulligan's The Sound of Body Makes When It's Still. And then Newberry Comics said, "Hey, do you want it signed?"
Yes.
And
Yes, I do.
I said, yeah, yeah, I do. So again, like you try to combat it, but then this happens and you're like,
Yeah.
well, we'll make the
I just
Yeah.
did the same
exception.
thing with the 5 sauce alt cover of Everyone's a Star, and I bought the Banquet Records one that is also like the personally signed print. So I did the same thing.
Oh, I love that. Okay, wait.
Same.
Thoughts on the album?
I love it.
Love it. Yeah.
I love it, love it,
It's
love
Oh,
it.
officially my new favorite Five Sauce album.
I was gonna say, I think they outdid themselves with this one, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Evolve. I'm not like a funky music kind of girl, but there's something about that song where I have listened to it on repeat to and from work for the past 2 weeks.
As you should.
I can't stop listening to it. I can't stop. I won't
Yeah.
The
stop.
the oh, what's like the robotic female voice like interlude on it is like
Mhm.
I normally hate that kind of stuff, but it works so perfectly in that song. It's great.
I'm sitting there in the car, I'm doing it with the voice, and it's just like
Yeah.
the only band that could get me to do
Yeah.
something like that. And
Yeah.
it's like 7:30 in the morning, and I'm sitting there doing my little like robot voice in like the middle of the Five Star song, and then I just go back to absolutely losing it.
And 7:30 in the morning and you're chanting the chorus. I'm not going to chant
Hmm.
it right now because, we want to keep this dominantly
PG.
PG. But,
Yeah, no, it's like I kid you not, I heard that the first listen through, I paused it, and I did like an office moment where I just went to like the invisible camera and then went back to playing it. I was like,
yeah.
there's no way. I was like, oh, I regret not getting tickets to the show now. I so regret. I didn't get the. Here's the thing. I try because like work is like so crazy for me that it's so hard to plan
Yeah.
a schedule. And I was like, I can't tell you what I'm doing next week. I can't even tell you what I'm doing
Yeah.
tomorrow, let alone when this tour comes around.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna like try my luck when it gets closer, and hopefully there are some tickets that someone's selling. And if they're a little too pricey, we'll make that decision when we get there.
What's the size venue by you that they're playing?
Honestly, I didn't even check. I did
You
not even
told
I
me to
didn't want
pick
to get
one.
my hopes up. I didn't even get my hopes up. My backyard,
Yeah.
we can do an All-American Rejects. My backyard at my parents' house is available. If they want to
We'll
go
call
that
them up.
route, we can do
Let's
that.
do it,
We
guys.
can do that.
We'll let them
Get them
know.
on the phone. Get them on the phone. The way that Ashton's currently like rocking and being all crazy and out there, I don't think he would mind. I think he'd be down for it.
It's just gonna
Where
be
they
him in the backyard playing Evolve.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's him. It's like pots
Evolve
and
in the rocks
pans
and
from
we're
my
done.
parents' kitchen. Yep.
Yeah.
My dog's barking in the background because he's like, "Who is this man?" Yeah,
It's just us
yeah.
three watching the show also.
It's like that meme of the 3 people jumping in the crowd.
My dad's on the deck, just kind of like watching.
He's
He's
the
like,
one
"What
going.
is?"
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's back there. He's just like, "What is going on?" He's like, "I'm trying to cut the grass. Can we
Can we
He's
carry
hurry
like,
this
this
can we
one
more
hurry
on?
this?
along?
Can we get this? Can we get this going?"
We're like, again.
Yeah, more encore. He's just playing Evolve the whole entire time.
Yeah.
No, he could play telephone busy.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. We can add that in there. You know what? Boy band. He can bring the three
Yeah.
members of his band, and then they can play boy band.
There we
It's
go.
basically the Ashton show these days. We're being fed content that
He's
we normally
carrying.
never get. He's carrying.
It was the handstand for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the who wants me to sign their head for me.
Me.
Sign
me,
McKinsey.
me, please,
Not me,
please.
but
Actually, I don't want my forehead signed if I'm totally honest.
And then there's me, and I'm just like, well, you only have this happen to you once, so why not? I'm walking around with saran wrap over my forehead for the rest of my
yeah.
life.
It was the way, this has nothing to do with records today, but it was the way that it wasn't even legible on people's foreheads.
No.
No, no. Because honestly, I'd be sweating so much
Yeah.
that like the marker probably wouldn't even freaking work. It's like you're telling me like my like teen year crush is about to sign my head and I'm supposed to be normal about that? No way. No way. Not happening.
This is why you need to go to the show so that Ashton can sign your forehead.
Someone put that out there. Hey guys, free tickets, I'll let you sign my forehead.
There you go.
I think that's a good
Sounds
deal.
like a winner
I
to
think
me.
I think that's a good deal.
Okay,
Oh.
should I continue with the real question?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I
This
can
is
sit here.
related.
This is related.
Hard
Okay.
hitting journalism.
What is a recent release or pressing that you were like really stoked about?
Oh boy. Here's the thing. I have like 20 of them behind me. So it'd be impossible to narrow it down to just one. Oh, good Lord.
You
Honestly,
can pick a few. It's okay.
I might. I really might. I think the top one is going to be the story so far as I Want to Disappear in the USA live, just
Ooh,
because
cool.
I have such a fear of that band like breaking up soon. So it's like to
Don't
have
manifest
No,
that.
it
yeah,
alive.
don't put that out
Here's
there.
the thing. Here's the thing. It's kind of like it's been a thing out there since like 2018.
Mm,
So when the new album came out, everyone was like, okay, we have like 2 more years. We have a couple more years. Let's get more music in the meantime so we have more years again. It's kind of just like adding on like little lives, like a video game.
Yeah.
okay.
But I was kind of like, well, if it happens, I have it live. So I'm okay. Like we'll do okay. I'll just listen to it with some blindfolds on and pretend I'm at the show.
There you go.
And
Exactly.
then and then State Champs Around the World and Back got its 10-year
Ooh.
anniversary pressing,
Oh,
which is the first time I'm having that album in my collection because I was waiting for a certain pressing. But then when they did the 10-year, I was like, there's bonus songs. I'm going to get that. It made me feel really old because it came out when I was 17.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's
But it,
crazy.
like, I like sat with that for a minute when I like filmed one of my recent videos and I was like, oh boy, okay, fresh out of high school basically. And now I feel old. And then I think I think I'm just gonna have to go with Five Sauce as well. Because back in January, we were like making like music bingo cards, and I was like, "You're all gonna call me crazy. Five Sauce Six is coming this year. Mark my words." And then the second the announcement hit, like everybody was like, "You were right. You were right." And I'm like, "Y'all call me
I know.
crazy." And now we have Evolve by Five Sauce. You're welcome. You're welcome.
And
You
now
manifested it
Now
yourself.
we have it.
I'm Evolve on vinyl is like low-key crazy.
It is. It's the
I
same
was
energy
listening
as Don't Stop on vinyl.
I'm like listening to it this morning, like cleaning my apartment, and I'm like, it's Sunday morning. I know my neighbors want like a nice, peaceful, relaxing morning, some coffee, some TV, and then you have Luke Hemmings saying whatever he's saying in the chorus of Evolve. And I'm like, these poor people, I'm going to turn this down or just turn it off, reflect, and put something else
It's
on.
okay. The neighbors also got to hear I'm Scared I'll Never Sleep Again
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Ghost.
And
So,
boy band and all the other, like they
Yeah.
heard Telephone Busy and they said, you know what, girl, keep playing your music,
Yeah.
keep going.
banger.
They're just ears up against the wall and they're like tapping their foot. I think though those are my top three that I can think of currently as far as like actual like pressings and stuff being added to the collection.
All good choices.
Abby,
Okay,
what's
speaking
yours?
of
No, I was
what's
gonna say
mine
what's yours. Yeah.
of new ones,
Yeah.
I haven't gotten a lot of new ones recently, but honestly, I have to say I think that um I did not want to purchase from Target, but I do think that the pressing that Taylor Swift did of Life of a Showgirl for Target, the pink shimmer one, it's beautiful. Like the way that it's like gold and champagne in the disc and the way that the cover is like sparkly and all of that.
It's
She has the
gorgeous.
budget and she made it work for that one. I'm very impressed by that one. And I just love the holographic cover of the alt cover of Five Sauce too.
I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna say Del Water Gap.
His disc is beautiful,
Yeah.
but I don't like very much that the sleeve is like paper. I'm afraid I'm gonna rip it.
Yeah.
What's yours?
I mean, I have all the same ones. You just got. Besides, I didn't get the alt cover, but I'll go Del Water Gap because my I got the which one did I get?
The
I don't
Spotify
know.
one.
Oh yeah, the Spotify one, and it's like tricolor, so it's pretty cool.
I'll have to look that one up. I don't think I saw that one.
It's
Chasing
cool.
the Chimera.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of new vinyl records, what is a specific ritual, if you have one, that you
Mhm.
have when you put a new record into your collection? Because I, for example, don't consider it to be in my collection until I've spun the entire record. That is my
But
rule.
that's fair. That's fair. I would love to say that I have like this like cute aesthetic like ritual to like adding things and playing things and sleeving and all that, but half the time it's like they sit in a box for like 5 days because I never have time to sit and film. So then I finally let them breathe fresh air. I sit down, we do the unboxing because I like to do it live, genuine reaction. And then
Yeah.
that's kind of like their christening, basically. And into
Listening.
the into the for lack of a better term, like into the family of records. And
Yeah.
then it's they go here, but not even like in the slot. They just sit on top. So I know that I still have to sleeve them. And then like 2 days later, when I go, oh my gosh, I forgot to sleeve my records, I come back and like spin it while I just put the sleeve and everything together, struggle with the sticker,
Oh,
slap it on, and then when it's done, then I'll like turn it off and set it down. I would love to say like when it comes in, I open it up, it's beautiful, we have a moment, I play her. No, it is so like haphazard and like chaotic because it's like after like 10, 11 years of collecting, like you're like, let me just get this over with, get the
yeah.
box and everything out of here, put her in the collection, call it a day. I
Yep.
haven't listed a single thing that I got this year, which is like 30 things into Discogs yet. It's just becoming a
Oh.
worse and worse like beast. And I'm like, I'll deal with this later. And then later comes and I'm like, I'll deal with this later. Like it's just
Yeah.
I'll do it at the end of the year when I have to like do my count because I like kind of like scrapbook like all my stuff
Yeah.
that I got. I'll worry about it then. But today and currently is not that time for me to worry about it.
I was gonna say, just
I
have
do that
Abby
too.
come to your house because Abby came to my house and she was like, "Get out the vinyls. We're putting them on Discogs." She
It's true.
Got a list. The scanner camera is
No,
out.
yeah,
She's like,
literally, she was
move.
like, had them on the floor. She's like, "All right, next pile,
Dan,
next pile."
Dan.
Hey,
Yeah.
you would love to come to my apartment and do that. I have them all right here in a line. They're ready for you. They are ready.
Okay, I'll be there soon. I'll get
Okay,
it done for
perfect.
you.
I'll leave the door open. I'll make
Yeah.
dinner. I'll make a
No,
snack.
yeah, just leave the door open so then we can come steal the really nice ones.
I stop. I love those comments on TikTok where it's like it's really good for the record if you leave them near an open window. And I'm like, "Oh my God, you're so right." Like I love playing off of those. They're my favorite comments to ever get and leave sometimes.
The
Yeah.
really rare ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Or honestly, I've seen it with even just like regular ones. People are like, you should leave that by your window. And I'm like,
You
I
know,
think
you
you
could
might
just
be
get that,
right.
but you're like, you
Yeah.
could just go
It's like
buy that.
it's $20, but I got you. You can borrow it. Joint custody. I'll get it on weekends. You have it during the week. It's fine. We'll share.
Yeah,
We'll
that
share.
signed emails you can't send up there. That would look nice next to a window.
I think someone has actually said that before about that specific one. That and my signed Nile Polaroid I've gotten.
Yep.
The whole like if you leave it and my Joe Jonas Polaroid. They're like, if you leave that by a window.
He's like dying.
Sorry. I just had a moment because you said the Joe Jonas one.
Listen,
I was like,
my friend has ESP. You say the word Joe Jonas, you could be the next date over, and she's like, "What'd you say about him?" She's like, "He's." She goes, "He's the only guy I can look at and be like, that's a man." And I'm like, "Girl,
she's not wrong.
she's not wrong. She's not wrong." Oh my God, we went to the Jonas Brother concert. I took my mom because it was like
Oh,
20 years since we had seen them. So I was like,
yeah.
let's go. Because she took me when I was 8, and now I'm going to be 28. So I was like, I'm going to take you since you took me. And
That's
my boyfriend
adorable.
came along. It was cute. It was a good moment. And I was freaking out because I'm sitting there and the show's getting ready to start. They walk on stage, and I'm like, how crazy would it be if they started playing That's Just the Way We Roll? And all of a sudden I hear it start to play. I almost like fell out because when we first
Oh,
saw them 20 years ago, that was the song they opened with.
oh my gosh.
So
Was
I was
that your
Oh,
like,
open? That was your actual
yeah,
opener?
yeah. So I
Oh
was
my
like, what
gosh.
are the odds? And then we're sitting there, we're like watching the show and everything. And my boyfriend even leads in. My friend, she's obsessed with Joe Jonas, as one is. My mom even loves Joe. I'm a Joe girl. And my boyfriend goes, a hot cup of Joe in the morning. I'm like, oh my God, like everyone loves Joe.
everyone loves Joe.
And
Everyone
it's
loves
like
Joe.
you're not a person. Like you're not a real like person if you don't love Joe Jonas. Everyone loves Joe Jonas. Oh,
So true.
love that man. But
Do you
yeah, I
have his
was like,
album on vinyl?
I have it on CD
Okay.
because what was I doing? I was trying to do a vinyl no buy, And in my brain, I was like, well, it's not a vinyl, it's a CD. And
So
I was like, well, now
workaround.
you're just, yeah, like now I'm just coming up with loopholes for myself and I'm still spending money. So it didn't really work. But I have the CD and I was actually listening to it earlier while I was cleaning. It's a
A
good
great
album.
album.
Yeah.
It's a great album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. He didn't sing any of his solo songs when we saw him.
Oh,
I don't want to talk about it.
she said skip.
Yeah, yeah, actually,
Skip.
we're gonna cancel Joe Jonas right now. Just kidding.
You know how we said everyone loves Joe? We take that back.
We don't need it
We're
anymore.
revoking that.
We even wore the Joe glasses. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
Oh,
Come on, bro.
we did it for you, man. We did it for you.
It's okay.
I heard Ashton's playing the set in Nat's backyard. You should come and just do your music too.
Yeah,
It's
so
great.
Ashton and Joe in
Yeah,
Nat's backyard.
exactly.
I am there.
My dad's
There.
filming it, my dog's barking, and it's
Yeah,
us three just
I
I
love
can
it.
see it. I can see it.
Yeah.
What is your current system for organizing your collection? Are you like an alphabetical order type of person or colors? What's your vibe?
Oh no.
No, I know.
Abby's
It's like a
cringing.
weird it's like a weird system. Like nothing from like so in like 2024, everything that I got, it didn't go on like the actual shelf. It just stayed in the top cubby. That way I could see what I had acquired before like putting it all away. So it's also like I could listen to everything that was new
Mhm.
and then it gets alphabetized. But I don't do like last name, I just do first name.
That makes sense.
I know some people do last name. I'm just like, you're Avril Lavigne A. Just go to A. Stay in A. Ashton, stay in A. It's like new stuff goes up top and then alphabetical by first name goes on the bottom. Numbers are at the front. And then in the back are all of like my 7-inch, 10-inch, and like posters and things like that. So like the back half is very haphazard, but the front half is beautiful.
Do you have
Hmm.
any like soundtracks or compilation albums?
Ooh, so I have a compilation that I made myself. It's kind of like my own personal like mixtape.
Cool.
And it's basically the front half is everything that I listened to and like yeah, this is my baby. We
That's so cool.
I titled it Growing Up Nat. The front half
Aw.
the front half is like my emo phase music and then the B side is my Tumblr phase
Oh my
I love
God.
music. So it's
that.
like literally just like me in an album, and I love it so much. Soundtracks, I'm not really a soundtrack person. I think the only one I ever had was Stranger Things,
Mm,
but I just don't listen to it consistently enough. So that one's kind of just like in like the corner with like all the
yeah.
mismatch stuff. Um, I think the only like score soundtrack I consistently will put on is The Hobbit and The Lord of the
Oh.
Rings because I like just like listening to that in like the springtime in the
Yeah.
mornings, like just like cleaning the house and it's just like little like Hobbit music in the back. I love that. But I think those are my only ones. Not much of a soundtrack or score kind of girl.
Yeah. Your system works. Your system is appropriate. Michaela's is insane.
Hers is
Mine
no
is
system.
organized by favoritism. Um, and also I have a Five Sauce collection and a Taylor Swift collection. And
Okay,
those are
valid.
organized by like when they were released, like the specific artist, but then the
Hmm.
others, yeah, it's favoritism. So
Yeah, as
How do you
should.
ever find anything? I don't understand.
I know
I
that in my head it makes sense because I'm like, okay, this person is next to this person, and I know this, but now it's getting a little out of control. It is.
Okay, I'll come
It,
fix it for you sometime
it's
soon.
like it's like the tier list where they're like at the bottom page and like every other like
Yeah.
week if a band pisses you off you move them down the line.
You
Oh
don't
my
get to be in
God.
the pile anymore.
Should I start moving people if they
It's
bother
like
me?
it's record jail. It's record jail.
Should I do TikToks every week and I'm like at the bottom page,
At the bottom Joe because he didn't play his
at
music.
the bottom
Yeah.
Joe, at the top reigning champion.
Yeah, 5 sauce forever our kings.
Well, my other beef with Joe Jonas is he never did a signed copy of his album. That's my other beef. Or a
Oh, for
signed
right.
vinyl, sorry. He did sign
Gotcha.
CD, but he didn't do signed vinyl.
That might
So
also be why I didn't get that on vinyl as well.
bottom of the pyramid.
Yeah.
Bottom at the pyramid. Move them down the line. I
Yeah.
don't think I could even do that with mine because it would change so often. Like I'm
I don't
like
change mine, but like I should.
I think
Hmm.
I also do the release thing as well, though. I'll put them instead of just like, okay, you're all Halsey. Here's your
Yeah.
section. I'll be like, okay, so room 93 and then
Yeah.
Badlands and then yeah. So like I'll do that. I'll also do if I do have like different variants, I'll do in order of how when I got the variants, which
Oh,
might be a little
interesting.
like too much, but I'll do that as well.
I feel like I do that too.
Just like subconsciously. Like I looked one
Yeah.
day and I was like, oh, I just happen to have all my The Story So Far albums in order of acquiring as well.
Because I was thinking about how, like, boy, I have three versions, and I think I did it in order of, like, when they got to me.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah.
because it also is just like habit, you put it at the end of their section, so it
Yeah.
kind of just like happens anyway. But every time I reorganize, I put them back that way, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know if this is me being like proactive with these or just like odd.
I think if anyone
Maybe both.
organizes theirs odd, it might be me. So you're good.
Favoritism, bottom of the pyramid. There you go.
Yeah. Okay,
I love
speaking
it.
of storage, do you have any like tools or specific sleeves or anything that you swear by?
So for a while, I did the invest in vinyl inner and outer sleeves,
Hmm.
and then I got a pack from Turntable Labs. I love them. They are so like wide and have just like so much room, even for like
Yeah.
double LPs and like the gatefolds and stuff. Like I swear by these now. Literally, I
Okay.
made my Christmas list like 2 days ago for my mom because she was like, "Okay, send your list." These are at the top, like the
Okay.
inner and outers, because I'm running low as well. Because of course, everything I acquired recently is like a double LP or
Yeah.
or whatnot, and I was just like, more sleeves, these ones. Because normally I again always asked for the invest in vinyl ones. Something about these, they don't tear. I've noticed
Yeah.
like the seal on them is a whole lot better too. So like, highly
I've ripped a
recommend.
couple, I won't lie. Yeah.
I've
Oh
ripped so
yeah.
many. They're paper thin, but these ones have like a really good like thick plastic to them, but they're still like so clear that like you can't really tell that it's there.
Yeah.
And I love that about them. So highly recommend those.
I don't remember what brand I have, but now I know what I should
Everyone,
get.
yeah, I was gonna say everyone should get those ones.
I highly recommend. And they're on sale right now too. Currently I think
Oh,
like $20. So
that's a
run and
good
grab them
deal.
while you can. Not sponsored. I just love these things so much.
Not sponsored, but you
Not
can
sponsored.
sponsor.
But I can. But I can if they want. Genuinely love them so much. I thought about changing all my old ones because I do have more that have the invest in vinyl sleeves on them, but I would have to buy so many.
Well, and
Yeah.
then it's like if you do you put the like if there's like a hype sticker on the front, do you put that on your sleeve? So then you would have to like swap it.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Like I'd have to try to peel this back off,
Yeah,
and already peeling it off the cellophane to begin with is
sketchy.
like it's like do like playing Operation.
Yeah.
Like you pull one little thing and you're like, okay, other corner, and then you tear it there and you're like, I have two more corners to go. Let's try not to mess this up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I ripped my five sauce one, and I had to put it back together.
Oh dear.
But it's
I would have
okay
tried.
because I'm not that upset about it because I am getting another copy.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
You just kind of like mix and match,
And
just
I'm
switch
not
them if you
gonna
can.
sell that one, so it's like I don't really care.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
I will say I love Kelsey Ballerini to death, but that girl puts the worst type stickers on every single one of her records. They are impossible to get off the plastic. I cannot get them off, even with a hair dryer.
Yeah. I've tried heater, hair dryer, holding it over the stove. I'm like, this is dangerous, but I
Hmm.
want this sticker. I've
Yeah.
seen, which was the one? There was one I tore pretty brutally, and I just had to stick on with like actual tape on the back. And then as soon as I slid it into my shelving, it just peeled completely off again. And I was
Oh.
like, you know what? We're gonna count this as a loss and just do better on the next one. Everyone like if I ever like show a video of me like peeling it off, like a successful one on TikTok, they're like, how did
Yeah.
you do that? And I'm like, literally just luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no tips, I have no tricks, nothing I've ever done has worked. Just luck. Just don't let the sticker know you're coming to peel it off. It's like the printer.
I get scared.
Yeah. Like it's like when you're like late for school and you have to like print something, don't let the printer know you're in a rush or it's
Yeah.
going to take 30 minutes. Don't let the sticker know you're coming, and that's how you do it. You know, sneak up on it.
That's so true. I got a little too cocky with the five sauce one and I was like, yeah. And then I was like, fuck.
Bottom of the pyramid, me.
Me, yeah. Okay, what trends are you noticing right now in vinyl collecting, either good or bad?
Um, I don't really know if I've noticed any trends, at least like on the side that like I'm on. I think mainly just probably what we talked about earlier with the whole like getting things just to say that you've
Hmm.
collected and have them. Because I've also talked to a lot of people in the past, myself included, where when I first entered like the vinyl collecting community on TikTok itself, I was buying a whole bunch of artists that I didn't really listen to, but I just knew that like other people were getting them, so I wanted to be a part of it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting there with like all these records that I spent like my hard-earned money on. And I'm like, I don't listen to these. I just
This, yeah.
did this just to do the thing. So then that's when like I quickly like, reverted back to what I actually collected. Vinyl collecting or variant collecting is always going to be a trend that I'm going to see forever because people love who they love so heavily that
Yeah.
they're willing to support in every single way that they can. Um, but I don't know if I've seen, like me personally, if I've seen any like newer like trends good or bad. I think whichever way of the coin you look at it, they could easily be good or bad
Yeah.
depending on what your
Yeah.
stance on it is. Um, yeah. Half the time I find myself just on like couponing TikTok. So it's hard to say that I
That's
see any
good.
trends.
You know what? I want to be
It's
on
just
that one.
it's just a hodgepodge of like DIY and
Oh my
everything like
gosh.
that. So like when people are like, "Did you see this new like vinyl that everyone's talking about?" I'm like, "No, but I saw the deal at CVS, if that helps."
Wait, how do I get on that?
Yeah, right?
I will send you links. I will send you links.
Literally,
Trust.
I need to have you send me those so then it shows up on my For You. Because mine is like dumb. Like I'm
Oh
like
no.
mine is like stupid. No, mine is literally videos of Ashton signing people's foreheads and like
Hmm.
and then like things that I don't care about.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Mine recently has just been cat videos, couponing, and just DIY crafts. Literally nothing pertaining to what I actually use TikTok for. It's all the stuff that I don't need or want.
Helps you reach new audiences.
It does. Granted, I don't know how I'm gonna reach them from where or from what I do,
I was
but
gonna say
it's out
maybe the
there.
couponers are really into vinyl collecting. You never know.
They very well could be. I can take this and figure out coupons on vinyl sites if need be.
Yeah, you could do like Black Friday sales for vinyl.
Could
Yeah.
could. I just need to find them first.
With all the time that you have, right?
With all the time that I have, yeah, freaking triple shifts at work. I got time.
Oof.
I got time. Ugh.
Alrighty,
I
last question.
yes.
Last time we talked about how you had the opportunity to work with Zayn for his album release. Is there anyone that you've worked with recently that's been really awesome, or any artist for any album release that you would want to work with?
I have two that have been really cool recently, and then one for like the one that's like my big like please, 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 please,
Okay.
please. Well, two kind of. The first two that were like really cool this year, I've gotten to work with Pure Noise, who have been a label that
Yes.
I have idolized since I
Yeah.
was in high school. So just like getting like the occasional record from them every once in a while has been like an absolute dream. And then getting a record for Callum's solo album also was like another
That's
like
sick.
That's
crying
so cool.
moment. It
Yeah.
was like I said to my mom, I was like, I'm 2 out of 9 down, mom. I'm 2 out of 9 down. Like,
Yeah.
the big nine.
That's the big nine.
The big nine.
Yeah.
So that one was really super cool. But since I think Callum's is part of Capital, or someone was part of
Yeah.
Capital.
Yeah, Capital.
Okay, so that's what I'm thinking. And but Niall is part of Capital. So like that's the one that like I'm like,
Manifesting.
please, 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 please. And then every time Niall posts it like, oh, working on the album, oh, albums, almost, and I'm just like gnawing on the bars of my enclosure, like, please, 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 Capital, please hear me, please hear
Yeah.
me. And then the other one, this is gonna be one forever, is the story so far. Anything, literally anything ever they could just message me and say, "Hey, thanks for listening," and I will be content.
Yeah.
So them and Niall are like the two like absolute dream, which is like also crazy to say because I'm already like doing a whole bunch of stuff that like has been my dream for so
Hmm.
long. But
Yeah.
it's like still like if you don't continue to make mini goals then you become kind of complacent. So I have to
Yeah.
keep like pushing the bar every once in a while, but not getting too greedy about it. But those are the four in that little category.
The dreams are within reach, for
Yeah,
sure.
we that's what we have to tell ourselves all
Yeah.
the time.
No, they absolutely are. Well, I guess technically the last question is what's your song of the day?
I was thinking about this because I remember you guys asked me last year, and I was like, I can't say Hot Mulligan again, even though they're all I've been listening to recently. Oh my gosh. And I had one, and I was like, I can't forget. I can't forget. And I did.
Not being
So
like, I came prepared.
I came prepared and then completely like out the window, forgot. I think I'm gonna go with Ben Quad, their newest album, Wisher. There's a song called Pretty Big or Very Big in Sheboygan.
Okay.
No clue where the
Okay,
song
I don't
name
know
came
that
from,
one, but
but it has been on repeat since it's like single release, and I love it. And they're a smaller band, so I would love to be like, hey,
Listen.
listen to them, please.
yeah,
Yeah. So we're gonna go with them because I almost said another Hot Mulligan one, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I said Equip sunglasses
you
last
did.
time.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and it's like I can't say Hot Mulligan again, even though they too have been on repeat. We've already talked about Evolved by Five Sauce. We gotta go somewhere else.
What's your
Good
song of the day,
answers.
Abby?
Oh, mine?
I'll pick a song of the day this time.
Okay. My song of the day, I have noticed that it's been catching a lot of attention recently, which kind of surprises me considering it's a deluxe track, but Start Over by 5 Seconds of Summer is gonna be mine.
Yeah, good choice.
And yours to wrap it up.
Well, I didn't think about it, so
You're not
um
prepared.
I'm not prepared. I'll say oh God. I'll say always every time the Rex since I saw them last night.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Sonder by them,
Oh my
and I
Yeah.
God.
like this part. Oh my gosh, I
Oh my
love.
gosh.
No, I saw that last night and I literally like just
You're
Ascended out of your
levitating,
body.
ascended. Yeah.
as one
Okay,
does when listening.
last thing is would you like to give your social media plugs to keep up with you on the interwebs?
Of course, it is at Nats Vinyl or Nats underscore vinyl on both Instagram and TikTok. Feel free to come follow along. We have a channel now where I'm
Ooh,
like sending like things you should listen to, album releases, vinyl drops. So feel free to come and join the party.
I need to
is that
join
an
the
Instagram
channel.
broadcast channel?
Yeah, I finally got one. It was like, hey, you can do this now.
Wow.
And I was like, ooh, okay, why not?
Well, you'll be seeing me pop up in there in the next future.